Hi there and welcome back to our next term in APUS history. We're going to be looking at the Republican Party, specifically its emergence in the 1850s. A political party that emerged in the 1850s to combat the expansion of slavery after the passage of the Kansas-Nebraska Act. So some context here. What we see happening is the end of the second party system being replaced by the third party system. So the second party system existed in the mid 1800s, and it was when the Democrats and the Whigs vied for control in the country. So what we see happening is a third party system existing from 1854 to 1900, in which we see several minor, more sectional parties emerging, such as the Free Soil Party, focused on ending the expansion of slavery, the Know Nothing or American Party, which was a nativist party, the Constitutional Union Party, and the Republican Party. Now, the issue of slavery is going to be the major cause of these changes to our political system. So looking at the Republican Party in these antebellum years is that you need to know that the platform included the opposition to the Kansas-Nebraska Act and the prevention of slavery expanding to the West. Supporters were a huge coalition of groups of people. So many anti-slavery Americans, free soilers, some Whigs, and frustrated Democrats. And because it was such a wide variety of Americans, they were temporarily named the National Union Party. So here's a quote about the development of this party. "We should not care much whether those thus united against slavery were designated Whig, Free Democrat, or something else, though we think some simple name like Republican would more fitly designate those who had united to restore the Union to its true mission of champion and proclamator of liberty rather than propagandist of slavery." So I like this quote because it kind of encompasses that although people may have been part of a party before, they now would be united under this new term of Republican. So here is a pretty famous political cartoon of the Great Republican Reform Party calling on their candidate. So I've got a couple more slides to dive into what you're seeing here. So Fremont is on the far right of the image, and he is being talked to by a variety of people who want to describe what they hope he will get for them. So the temperance man is saying that we want to ban tobacco and lager or beer. A suffragette is describing how they want the rights of women to be equal to man. A socialist wants an equal division of property. A libertarian is asking for free love. A priest is asking for the power of the Pope. Where a freedman is looking for equality of races. And what Fremont responds in saying is, "You shall all have what you desire, and be sure that the glorious principles of paupery, fourism, free love, women's rights, the main law, and above all, the equality of our colored brethren shall be maintained if I get into the presidential chair." So once again, focusing on the unity of a variety of people in the Republican Party. So in 1856, Fremont is the candidate, and for the first presidential election, just 2 years after the development of the Republican Party, you can see that he gains a huge amount of the popular votes. And this, of course, leads up to the 1860 election when Abraham Lincoln, the Republican, does win the popular and electoral votes. So the significance of the Republican Party is it demonstrated the end of the second party system and the emergence of the third party system. It becomes known as the Party of Lincoln. It coalesced many groups of anti-slavery advocates, and it did not remain a party singularly focused on the issue of slavery, but grows into permanent national prominence. So I hope this video was helpful for you. For more information on the events leading up to the Civil War, please check out my video on 5.6, The Failure of Compromise. And if this video was helpful for you, please like and subscribe.